I've always loved the look of 16mm film.
Even though there's grain, hairs, weird colors, and tons of flaws to it, it just feels so natural. So I'm gonna try and fake it using only a phone. Get in, we're going filming.
Now, I've never shot with real 16mm film, but there are 5 primary ingredients I've noticed from watching a ton of it that I'm going to try and use to replicate the look.
Oh, identical.
The first step is creating that softness. A key component of 16mm is that it usually has very soft highlights compared to modern day digital cameras. To do this in Videoleap, I first duplicate the clip and then hit the mixer button. On the first clip, I turn up the exposure, contrast, and brightness. I then go to blending and click Light Plus, which isolates some of the highlights. I then go to Effects, Defocus, and Select All, and turn the intensity all the way up. This will act as the soft layer. I then drag the second clip on top of the first layer, arrange it above, and play around with the opacity to reveal the soft highlights underneath. To me, this gives it a sort of dreamy, timeless feel. Halation is the spreading of light beyond its proper boundary, blah blah blah. Basically, it's like the red glow that appears around the edges of stuff. I start by duplicating my clip and then stacking them on top of each other. On the top clip, I click the Adjust tab and then throw my warmth and tint all the way up. Then I go to Blending and click Darken and pull it down about 40%. Finally, I enlarge the top clip just a bit off center so that it creates a slight glow for the bottom clip.
I really need this shot. Yeah.
Third step is playing around with the colors. I do this by both using the Adjustment tab to dial in the look and by adding a Tone Lab on top of the clip and making changes that way. This changes for basically every shot, but I found that I'm normally aiming for warm purple throughout the highlights.
Give me a handstand.
A handstand? Actually?
Can you do a handstand?
Oh.
Okay, then don't. No.
One of my favorite characteristics of 16mm film is the flickering of exposure. The slight jitter and light really makes the image feel like it's alive. I replicate this by importing a stock video of flickering texture, using the mixer and arrange button to place it above all the other layers, and then adding a hard light blend to make it so it's barely seen. Final step is adding film grain. Videoleap has a film grain effect built right in, but I also import another free texture with more flaws and hair sprinkled throughout. Again, placing it on top and using the screen blending mode to reveal the clip underneath.
I got some grainy here.
It's nostalgic, it's gritty, it's flawed, but it feels very comforting.